Alright, guys, welcome to First and Goal. I'm your host, Slavo Rihanna, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. Guys, Kansas City and the Swifties, right, come to MetLife and face the New York Jets. Gotta say, this was a game that I was looking forward to. One, this was the last leg of my parlay. I had multiple different bets on. I had -9 for the Chiefs on the spread, and I had obviously the Chiefs money line on a separate parlay. I could talk about the spread towards the end of the video. This is a game that I thought that Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs were gonna blow out, the New York Jets. Man, was I wrong? I was completely wrong. I was wrong because of the fact that Zach Wilson gains to play, and he actually delivered, possibly the best game of his career. Will he be able to carry that momentum into the next game against Denver? We shall see, because of the fact that if he's able to play like that, Aaron Rodgers has nothing to worry about on him trying to rush back, because Zach Wilson will be able to keep himself afloat and at least hold himself to winning some ball games. But we're gonna kick it off with the first quarter. Right, first quarter, Chiefs get the ball. Defense is amped. They're facing the defending Super Bowl champs, and Chiefs were only able to get a field goal. Right, Harrison Butker kicks a field goal, up 3-0. Right. Jets get the ball, right? Zach Wilson gets the ball on first drive. Feeling pressure and stuff like that from Chris Jones and stuff, and not really able to get a momentum. Goes pretty much 3 and out, if I'm not mistaken. Kicks. They punt the ball, give it to Mahomes. Passing the ball, Travis Kelce. Passing the ball to Noah Gray. Passing the ball to MVS. Isaiah Pacheco was running like a madman, playing his first game back in New Jersey. Man was a high school and college football star, played for Rutgers, was running the field like as if his dreadlocks were on fire. Down in the red zone area, Mahomes flings a pass. So much action, so much, focus was on Travis Kelce. And Noah Gray was able to fade his way into the end zone with a nice pass, and now Chiefs up 10-0. I'm sorry. No, that was the third drive. Isaiah Pacheco was able to run was able to run into the end zone. Now they're up 10-0. Right. Third drive. Mahomes get the ball after another 3 and out. Throws a pass to Noah Gray. Up 17-0. Closes out pretty much the first quarter. Now, give the ball to Zach Wilson. Once again, Wilson's just not able to really do much with it. Punt the football, right? Now they punt the football into the inside the 10 of the Jets. And this is why it's very important to have, a really good punter, because you can now change the way that the game will be played just on a field positioning, right? It's the reason why, Steelers ended up beating the Browns a couple weeks ago, because of field positioning. I had a good punter, able to get a couple of scoop and scores, fumbles and stuff like that. Well, that punter came as a good play, in this game, because Bryce Huff, was bum rushing, trying to get to Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes is trying to buy time, trying to scramble. Fortunately, Patrick Mahomes has a really bad left tackle in Jawan Taylor. Man has led the NFL so far this year with 10 accepted penalties. That is not overall, all right? That is only the penalties that the opposing team has accepted. He gets caught with a face mask holding call while they are in the end zone. And guys, that resulted into 2 points, which is considered a safety, and Kansas City was forced to kick the ball away after surrendering 2 points just because of a face mask penalty. And you know what? I agree. Javon Taylor clearly needs to do better. He doesn't play well. I can see Kansas City, shipping his ass out, and he won't be playing for a team, because if he's having a difficult time trying to stop people, especially on a championship team, and it's going to cost you games, then I could just see that it won't go very well for him. And then the momentum just changed from there, because they let the handcuffs off of Wilson, and Wilson was just throwing dimes around, to Garrett Wilson, who that's his favorite target over there, throwing it to CJ Uzomah, right? Throwing it to Ruckert, throwing it to Randall Cobb, throwing it to Allen Lazard. He was flinging the football, and I'm like, where was this? Where was this from Zach Wilson? Zach Wilson has it in him to at least be a competent quarterback, all right? Not what he was been displaying in the games that he played against the Patriots, not what he was playing games against, what's it called? Man, it is now coming at me right now. I'm trying to forget the Cowboys, all right? Which, look, can't blame him so much for the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a really great defense, right? But came into Sunday Night Football, flinging the football. Now that they were down 17-0, going, get the safety, was able to wheel his team into getting 3 points. All right, Greg the Legs Zuerlein kicks a field goal. Now you're up 17-5. Mahomes was unsuccessful on trying to generate points in the following drive. Nothing, right? Gives the ball back to the Jets. I believe that was a drive that he ended up throwing an interception, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was a drive, because Mahomes was now seeing the defense, for what it truly is and what it has the potential of being. Because Robert Saleh's defense, when he was with 49ers, they were able to make turnovers, right, allowing the offense to get a shorter field, and that's what you were starting to see against the Chiefs with the Jets. The Jets were able to, stand back, put pressure on the quarterback and stuff like that. Have their cornerbacks and safeties, drop back into a zone and just start picking away. And that's what we ended up seeing. Wilson gets the ball back, gets it into the end zone, throws a nice, fake. It looked like an RPO, if I'm not mistaken. Will fake the ball to Breece Hall, sold it a little bit, and just tosses it to CJ Uzomah. Catches the football, bam. Now we're down 17-10, and now you start seeing the momentum shift, and you start seeing the fans get, not 17-10, 17-12, and now you start seeing the fans get into it a little bit more. They're feeling that they're coming, closer and closer. They're putting the champs in a very uncomfortable situation with something that they're not really accustomed to doing. And I'm like, wow, like, this is not what you want to see. This is something that, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're like, what's going on? The Chiefs can't stop the run. Breece Hall, that's one thing I would have said to Robert Saleh is, they thought that Zach Wilson was going to be trying to fling the football, and that was their game plan. Try to get an early lead, make Zach Wilson, fling the football, hoping that he makes bad decisions, and then you convert those into interceptions, right? No, this time Zach Wilson actually came into the this game, was unsuccessful in the first quarter, changed it around to the second quarter, and you just started to see like him get into a rhythm. And he's the type of person that needs good timing with his receivers, and he needs to be carrying some type of momentum, and that's what ended up happening. He ended up taking that momentum into the third quarter, where I gotta say, third quarter, Harris, Chiefs couldn't really do much. They were held scoreless. Allen Lazard catches a touchdown. Bam. All right. Now we're up 20-20 after a 2-point conversion, right? And you start seeing, wow, like, are the Chiefs about to go down to a huge underdog that are the Jets? Well, it was certainly starting to look like it. And the Chiefs, I don't know, man. I mean, Isaiah Pacheco was the one person that was really carrying that team. Patrick Mahomes looked really bad, for a majority of the game. We just never seen him, have these bad outings. I believe it was just different schemes, different looks. He wasn't able to sit back and just fling the football. He also doesn't have the same receivers that he's had in previous championship games. Has no Juju, has no Tyreek Hill, has no McCole Hardman and stuff like that. He's now with the Sky Moores of the world. He's with your what's this guy's name? He obviously has Travis Kelce and stuff like that, but really the team, wide receiver wise, have went down. That's one of the reasons why I felt like they had lost against Detroit in their opening week, and the Jets really put it on against the Chiefs. Now the Chiefs, they're gonna be the Chiefs. I mean, they're gonna end up winning ball games and stuff like that. They have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was able to get Harrison Butker a field goal in the opening part of the fourth quarter. Turnovers here, turnovers there. What's it called? Zach Wilson ends up fumbling the football. I think with 3 minutes left, if I'm not mistaken, 4 minutes left, something of that nature. Gives the ball to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, was being very smart and very wise, making Pacheco run the football. There was a lot of controversy whether or not the refs ended up rigging the game for the Chiefs. I can't answer that right there because I'm just like, these type of things, do tend to happen. But I will say this: Sauce Gardner, you have played a role in the last 3 losses. 3 losses in a row. The drop interception that you had against Cowboys, where he catches that ball, he was going to take it to the house. Totally different ball game right there. You would have put Dak Prescott on his heels. The game last week against the Patriots, blown coverage that allows a touchdown to be scored, right? And I believe the touchdown, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to try to pull it up right now. Against Farrell Brown. It was a 50-yard pass. It was a blown coverage, and that was the biggest difference why the Patriots won versus just lost, right? And then the holding call, you may say it's not holding, right? And I'm not gonna say that he did it blatantly, but it did look like holding. And I understand the refs didn't catch the holding call that the Jets were, I was number 11. I forgot his name off the top of my head. He was trying to rush the passer, being held up by one of the offensive linemen, fingers inside there. That should have been offsetting penalties right over there. Or should have been a replay of third down because Patrick Mahomes was, 4th and 20, 3rd and 20, something along that nature. And he runs up the field, getting untouched and whatever. I just feel that the Jets, had a game lost by two small factors. Well, 2 huge factors actually. The fumble by Zach Wilson, which I really couldn't put blame on because it looked like a bad snap, and then the holding call that allowed a brand new set of downs for the Kansas City Chiefs. And when you give Patrick Mahomes extra time, to get a first down, it's not gonna be good. And he played it smart. Didn't allow Zach Wilson to ever get the ball back again. Played it down to the very last second. Harrison Butker. I thought they were going to kick the field goal at one point, but then I'm like, you know what? I don't think that Andy Reid is going to do that. They just ran down the clock to everything hits all zeros, and that was it. 23-20. Kansas City ends up winning. Zach Wilson had a really good game. In my eyes, I felt that Wilson, successful in my opinion. 28 for 39, passes, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, all right? No interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, He actually had a really bad game. Very rare to see somebody actually outplay Patrick Mahomes. 18 for 30 with 203 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But the key of the game was Isaiah Pacheco. That man ran like a mad dog. 20 rushes for 115 yards, 1 touchdown. Breece Hall, 6 rushing attempts with 58 yards rushing. Still feel that Breece Hall is not officially all there yet, but I feel like he is progressing. Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, 6 receptions, 60 yards, no touchdowns, and Alan Lazard, who had a very big key touchdown to tie the game, 3 receptions for 61 yards, and obviously one tub. Man, great game. Looking forward to seeing what they do against the Broncos. Mind you guys, the Broncos talked a lot of smack. Sean Payton actually talked a lot of smack about Nathaniel Hackett. Very interested to see if that's bulletin board material for Robert Saleh and Nathaniel Hackett to have Zach Wilson play the game of his life, because not for nothing, it's a game that they should be able to take. Russell Wilson is not the Russell Wilson from back of 2015. This Russell Wilson is a shell of himself, and I feel like he is not going to be able to carry the Denver Broncos to where he was originally, had his eyes set on. And Zach Wilson can definitely take advantage on that. But until then, guys, I am Flav Ariana. Thank you for tuning in to First and Goal. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Does Zach Wilson have the best game of his career? And do you have more confidence in Zach Wilson after the performance that he had against the Kansas City Chiefs? So then, guys, I'll see you guys next week. Peace, guys. Have a good one. See you.